Howdy folks, Brother Jim reporting here. Well, we have the answer on the leaked Lisa Page testimony from Representative Doug Collins of Georgia. It reveals that the FBI was considering charging crooked Hillary under Espionage Act until DOJ told them no. The swamp. Yes, I knew it was going to come in today. It doesn't take long to read 205 pages. Okay, a couple hours. On Friday, Republican Doug Collins released the Bruce Orr testimony transcript online. Representative Collins said his patience with the DOJ had grown thin, so he released the testimony. Collins plans on releasing more testimony. And remember, there are a couple other things you need to remember. Donald Trump says, we got it all. And Donald Trump hasn't even released many more, much damning evidence. The Orr testimony disclosed that Bruce Orr gave his wife's opposition research on Trump to the FBI in a flash drive. On Tuesday, Representative Doug Collins released the Lisa Page testimony online. The testimony released today revealed the FBI was considering charging Hillary Clinton under the Espionage Act until the Department of Justice told them no. Ooh. Lisa Page's congressional testimony reveals that the FBI was considering charging Hillary Clinton under the Espionage Act for gross negligence. I guess Lisa Page didn't really want to go to jail, so she let that out of the bag. Oh, sweet justice is coming. Former FBI lawyer Lisa Page testified last year that officials in the Bureau, including then FBI Director James Comey, discussed the Espionage Act charges against Hillary Clinton, citing gross negligence. But Trump, you had no reason to fire Comey. He was a good man. But the Justice Department shut them down. And Jeff Sessions was in on that, but mainly Rod Rosenstein. Newly released transcripts from Page's private testimony in front of a joint task force of the House Judiciary and Oversight Committees in July of 2018 sheds new light on the internal discussions about an investigation into Clinton's emails. This goes back to the FBI's mid-year exam investigation, which looked into whether Clinton committed crimes when she sent and received classified information on her unauthorized private email server while serving as Secretary of State. Comey cleared Clinton of all charges in a press conference on July 5th, 2016. 3 years ago, almost. It's not looking good for Comey and Rod Rosenstein. Must see Venezuelan opposition leader Juan Guaido calls out U.S. Democrats Ocasio-Cortez and Ilhan Omar over horrors of socialism. Venezuelan opposition leader Juan Guaido joined FBN's Trish Regan to discuss the latest crisis in his home country. I like Trish Regan on Fox News. She's awesome. The U.S. and over 50 countries recognize Juan Guaido as the acting president of Venezuela since January 2019. Failed socialist tyrant Nicolas Maduro refuses to step down after tainted elections and an economy that has completely crashed. During his discussion with Trish Regan, Juan Guaido told those on the far left, including Representatives Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York and Ilhan Omar, who is very ill, that the root of Venezuelans' humanitarian crisis is directly tied to socialism. Guaido invited socialist mouthpiece Ocasio-Cortez and Ilhan Omar to travel to Venezuela and see the fruits of socialism. Oh, it doesn't matter if they see it or not. They're going to deny it all the way to the end. Just like the murderer who denied murdering someone till the day they die. So if you want to talk about the economy, we're seeing 53% rates, 1,000% inflation, lack of basic products, medication, and food. If we look at the day-to-day suffering of the Venezuelan people, that's not about numbers, it's about human beings. How about the blackout they had for, I don't know how long it was, like 3 or 4 or 5 days? I don't know. I don't even know if it's still going on. It's about lives, people who are suffering right now, who see their lives in danger and who cannot provide for themselves as human beings to sustain a society and the world So regarding the crisis going on in Venezuela, I invite everyone to see what's going on in Venezuela. The FBN interview took place after 5 full days of electricity blackouts. Well, there you go on the blackout. It finally ended. Amazing, isn't it? Oh, well, we can't play this 16 full minutes, but those were the highlights. And just to let you know, there is a live stream video today with Steve Bannon, Sheriff Clark, Brian Colfax, Chris Kolbach, and more at, quote, hashtag We Build the Wall rally from Ohio, 7 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, sponsored by OANN and Gateway Pundit. The event will be broadcast live on One America YouTube and Facebook pages. The event starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The media has spread a lot of lies about the We Build the Wall project, and so the organizers had to find ways to stay directly in touch with you and to let the people know what's really happening. We Build the Wall has made so much progress in less than 3 months since launching the project on GoFundMe. OANN and Gateway Pundit are sponsoring the Ohio rally tonight. You have the opportunity to ask questions of Steve Bannon, Chris Kolbach, Sheriff Clark, Tom Tancredo, Angel Parents, Steve Ron Beck, and Mary Ann Mendoza, Brandon Darby, and the rest of our team. Simply send your questions to hashtag We Build the Wall. It just says We Build the Wall, so I don't know if it's... here it is right here. Submit questions to at webuildthewall.us is the email. Okay. Here's live video stream for tonight's rally. I'm sure it's not on yet because it's
sex trafficking victims, human trafficking victims.
Okay. Oh, it is on because it's 7:30 right now. Pardon me. It is on. So check it out. An hour and a half.
I approached it from a humanitarian angle.
Talking about the wall and what it's doing without the
Americans
wall right
just
now.
realized what was happening here. If they realized that more than half of Mexico was actually under the control of cartels. And when I say under the control, all of it's
So you
under
can
the
see there's
influence,
a
but
lot of
listen
empty
to me.
seats.
When I say under control, I'm talking about 32 states in Mexico, okay? When the federal government in Mexico wants to go get someone or do a simple police action, they have to send in their Marines. They have to send in armored convoys. How many of you realize that?
How nice. So with that, we're going to go to God's precious word again. And back to Zechariah chapter 7, verse 8. And the word of the Lord came unto Zechariah, saying, thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, execute true judgment, and show mercy and compassions every man to his brother. And oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor, and let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart. But they refused to hearken, and pulled away the shoulder, and stopped their ears, that they should not hear. I don't want to hear the gospel. I don't want to hear God's warnings. I don't want to hear Jim preaching at the end of his news reports. Yea, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts has sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. And if you don't know what Lord of hosts means, the host of heaven is like the host. You're a host, and the hosts are the people that came into heaven. You see? So it's his people, the Lord of his people. Therefore it came to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts. But I scattered them with a whirlwind wind among all the nations whom they knew not. Thus the land was desolate after them, that no man passed through, nor returned, for they laid the pleasant land desolate. And that's speaking of the 2,000 years that Jews were not in Israel. That was not a country at all until 1948. Thank you for listening, and that'll be all for tonight. Make sure you watch the live stream. It's on right now. May the Lord bless. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a very important announcement. Would you like to see most of your illnesses go away? Let me introduce you to the Water Smacker. A new modern breakthrough in science has come to knowledge, ridding your body of many toxins through this state-of-the-art new technology. The testimonials are endless. People have been healed of shingles, pancreas survivor healed, colon cancer patient healed. Your skin returns its oil back to itself and elasticity. Gray hair goes away. Look younger. Red blood cells return to being round. Plaque in your arteries is wiped out. Blood pressure is lowered. Feel stronger and have more energy. Return to a more youthful feeling and look. Pick up your Water Smacker today for only $350, and don't forget to mention Brother Jim sent you. The link is down below, along with a website and other videos for a much longer description. Thank you.